Hello and thank you for joining me on yet another exciting episode of the Land and Property Diary. Kama kawaida niliwaambia here, I'm giving you solutions for all your matters land and property. Welcome to the show. I am your host, Naomi Mbuvi. Welcome to Kisii, where fertile hills meet industrious communities and where a rising property market is beginning to tell a new story of growth. Today we explore how Kisii is becoming a sweet spot for real estate investment, thanks to homegrown industries like soap making and the steady flow of income they bring. Across Kisii and its environments, demand for housing is climbing. Whether you're looking at single rooms or modern apartments, the real estate market is waking up. The backbone? Soap production. Local entrepreneurs are making high-quality soaps used across Kenya. This creates income, jobs, and resilience. With more disposable income, families are entering the housing market, buying land, building homes, and renting out units. Let us look at the specific estates and investment points. Nyakoi, residential plots around 50 by 100 are listed at roughly 1.3 million shillings. In Nyamataro, a 60 by 150 plot on the Imperial Maram Road may cost around 3.5 million. While in Botori, that is past Nyanchwa, a 100 by 120 plot in a walled and gated enclave, ideal for apartments, is listed at about 12 million. The commercial frontage land, 120 by 200 feet in Mosocho town, that is a roadside, is listed at approximately 5.5 million. So what does this mean for investors and home buyers? Here are some insights. Income to housing link. As more income flows from industries like soap production, demand for rental units and housing increases, meaning good rental yields in well-located zones. Land at scalable entry points. With plots starting around 1 to 2 million Kenya shillings, entry is lower than in major metros, offering earlier stage entry. Location matters. Proximity to tarmac roads, good access to utilities and infrastructure makes a big difference in value appreciation. For example, plots along the Kisii-Kilgoris highway command higher premiums. There's mixed use opportunity. Estates that combine residential, rental bedsitters or even hostel shops are viable, particularly near institutions like Kisii University, where student housing is in demand. Some 100 by 160 feet sites next to the university have subdividable units listed at full plot at 18 million Kenya shillings. Risk and due diligence. Ensure title deeds are valid. Check for access to utilities and roads. Even in Kisii, the packaging of an investment matters. For a homeowner, the benefits go beyond investment. Good housing improves quality of life, fosters hygiene, especially when your region produces soap, and supports the local economy. So whether you're a first-time buyer, a rental investor, or simply exploring land banking, Kisii's evolving property market offers a compelling narrative. Clean industries, growing housing demand, accessible land prices, the frame is set. Kisii, where industry meets investment, where soap meets shelter. Make your move attentively. Patrick, na swali lako ni gani?
Mimi nafanya welding and fabrication. Yeah.
Nini gani unaweza fanya? Welding peke yake ama?
Nafanya fitting, painting, carpentry, anything to do with the skills, hand skills.
Hand skills.
Yeah.
Na hiyo inajipa, hiyo hustle inajipa iko na pesa ama iko hivi?
Kila hustle inajipa, ina depend venye unaichukulia. Unaona, but inajipa of course.
Okay. Na kuna opportunities sababu vijana wanasema manzi hata hakuna majob, sasa tudu.
Job ziko kitafuta job, kama unataka job kitafuta na umejiamini unapata job.
Niambie juu ya skills. Mtu atumie skills zake vipi?
Skills unajua sio kiko na skill lazima uziweke into actions. Ndio mtu ajue sana jua kufanya kitu fulani. Lakini ukiko na skill tu alafu ka hivyo mtu isijue unajua kufanya nini. So lazima ufanye, you put it to practice. Ndio mtu ajue mtu ako capable ya kutu kitu fulani.
Ambia vijana kitu sababu vijana hawataki wajisikii kufanya kazi. Unaambia vijana aje?
Vijana wajitume. Wajitume utafute job. Kuamka asubuhi tafuta.
Tazmini unaweza kaa njaa hivi.
Kweli.
Kunywa hapo mirinda, kunywa Pepsi.
Asante.
Urudi kazi, si ndio? Hata lazima ni toast na wewe pia mimi nasikia kidogo kiu.
Thank you.
Endelea na hustle. Piga hustle yako vile basi.
Asante sana.
Acha nifungue pia mimi.
Okay.
Cheers kwa hii hustle yangu.
Thank you.
Guys, Koro wanna sort all types of people. Mama Mboga, Koro. Nduzi Guy, Koro. Download Koro and say hello to Easy Lending.
Welcome to the Mangu Gardens Open Weekend on the 29th and the 30th of November 2025.
Mangu Gardens boasts premium serviced eighth and quarter-acre plots located off exit 16 of the Thika Superhighway. You will enjoy graded roads, a perimeter wall with a gatehouse, power and water on site. You get to select your preferred house typology from available options. Plot prices start from 4.5 million shillings. Titles are ready and financing is available from HFC. Text Mangu to 21938 or call us on 0793 888 833.
Come, find out more at the Open Weekend.
Nahitaji manukato ya kunituliza yanayoniweka fresh kwa joto, niwe maridadi siku nzima na kudumu zaidi ya manukato ya karama. Downy mpya, Lavender Calm, Sunrise Fresh, Sweet Elegance, freshness na kujiamini.
For us kutumia mkojo wa ng'ombe ni ku make sure that you eat safe, kuavoid kuharibu mazingira na pia afya yako.
I'm embarrassed to my daughter.
Welcome Naivas Kikwetu to your home this year. Tunasherekea customers wetu Kikwetu kila siku.
Hi.
Hi, Sam, how are you?
Hi, fine, thank you. Welcome.
Hey, jua imewaka. Nitazoea guys siku gani hii kazi ya mjengo?
Site ni jua kali.
Yeah?
Yes.
I've seen guys are building massive homes in this area.
I tell you.
This being one of them.
I tell you.
It's a thing, ama nini?
Let me tell you, a house now is not just for survival.
Hey.
It is a way of making a statement. You only live once.
YOLO.
Yes, and nyumba ni one tap.
Okay.
Yes.
Sasa nikaribisha watu wangu.
Okay.
Welcome back to the show. Now, first of all, I'm in shock because people are building beautiful, massive houses. But I don't understand, in this construction, what is the role of a structural engineer? What role do they play? Why do we need them? And why is it that their profession is very vital kwa mjengo? Sam, you're a structural engineer.
Yes.
Why an engineer? What made you get into this?
There's someone who I value from my village who inspired me to do the engineering course. And actually, I began to realize some of the subjects that I used to love in my high school days were related to this. At times, I find myself using examples of construction that are easily relatable to the people on the ground.
And how long have you done this for?
I've been in the construction industry for about 10 years.
10 years.
Yes.
How many projects roughly umefanya?
Over 100.
Over 100?
Yes.
Ngumu?
Let me say that it is hard and it's also not hard. It is hard when you are dealing with a hard client. But when you are dealing with a client who is open to guidance, he puts you in a safe place.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's get to the job. What is the job or the role of a structural engineer when it comes to construction?
The role of a structural engineer, I would say, is to ensure that the house is stable or is structurally sound. I will give you an example with our human makeup. The engineer, assuming he was handling the body of a person, assuming the building is the body of a person, the engineer handles the design of the skeleton and the muscles that ensure that you remain standing. That is what the engineer is involved. But that is not what you usually see when you see someone walking on the road.
So now we know architect atakuja, atuchore. At what point then do you come into this plan of me owning a home? At what point do we engage you?
When you are building your own home, you are the first primary designer of your house because you have that concept in your head. So that concept is translated into a plan on a paper by an architect. Now the engineer begins to interpret that and sees how constructible that can be on the ground. Because on paper, it is unlikely to fall, but on the ground, it's likely to fall. So it's the engineer who interprets that plan and now inputs aspects that will ensure that the building is able to stand. Yes.
And what other professionals do you have to work with? Because I know everybody has their own role.
Yes.
And to save money, you know what we do. Niko na fundi aniweke chuma, so then there are a lot of professionals that will skip because we think we're saving a cost, and not necessarily because the time people do not use I know a guy use a professional. Yeah. What other professionals do you need to work with from the start to the end of a project?
We first need an architect who does the plans and also is involved in the supervision of the work, because the house has to come out as it was envisioned. All right? And it's the architect who also assists on that. The engineer not only supervises, but is also involved in coming up with his own set of plans or drawings that ensure the stability of the house. But aside from the architect and the engineer, we also have a quantity surveyor. A quantity surveyor is the finance person of the construction and also helps in coordinating or overseeing the contract that is between the developer or the owner of the house and the contractor. So the QS, or we normally call him the QS or the quantity surveyor, is involved with the math, the coming up with the costs, the bill of quantities of that house. Now, those are the three primary consultants that we need in a house. But there are also other consultants that we need. We also need service engineers and also service contractors besides the main contractor. Actually, a main contractor will be mentioned as a primary service provider. We also have interior designers, as you mentioned. We also have other specialized fundis, that is the plumbing, electrical works, and also other specialized fundis like those who do tiles, carpenters, those who do masonry work, so on and so forth. So there's a huge team that is involved. What is the risk if you omit one and assume that the other one does? The risk is that if you omit one, say you omit an engineer so that you just work with the architect, is that the architect, in as much as he can give guidance, one, he doesn't bear responsibility for engineering works. Number two, there are some aspects that he might easily oversee because his mind is quite involved on architectural concept. If you use the engineer and omit the architect, the same thing will happen. Yeah. I would say that you need to have the services of all of them. Okay. Yeah.
Now all of them hao ni watu wengi. Ukiangalia from the beginning to the end, and plus ongeza wale wa service, these are very many professionals to use.
Yes.
Is it that costly to use professionals, or is it a gain in the long term?
It depends with what you are looking for in terms of a house. If you are looking to do just a simple house, I'm talking about just a basic structure, you may miss a consultant as long as you feel that this consultant's input in this is not so critical. But I would suggest, very important, because again, how these professionals charge you is also pegged on the cost of the house. They are aware that if the way I'll charge you to do a 15 million worth of a house is not the same way I'll charge you to do a 3 million cost of a house. So take to account that if that house of yours is something of value, try to engage as many as professionals as possible. Yes.
Is there cohesion when you look at the engineer kuangalie tuseme kama ni architect, kuangalie QS. Is there a cohesion to ensure these three are speaking the same language when it comes to my project?
Yes, we usually have coordination. Normally when we are starting construction or even at the planning stage, there is usually meetings to do that help to bring coordination. And again, the three needs to work together. Say for example, the QS. When the QS is coming up with the costing of the house, he has to take to account the details that have been provided by the architect and the details that have been provided by the engineer. The engineer has to ensure that his work matches with what the architect has done. And the architect needs to be aware this is what the engineer is doing. So the three, together now with the main contractor, they need to work.
There has to be synergy.
Yes, definitely.
The same vision.
Yes, otherwise if there is a division, then it becomes very difficult. They actually end up sabotaging the project.
Okay.
Yes.
At the beginning, umesema kazi yako ni ngumu if the client anakusumbua. You see, if I'm building a house, it's a dream I've had over years. I have saved for it, I have bought a piece of land for it, so I almost envision how I want my house. But what are some of these mistakes that we make? With that desire to have a beautiful home, what are some of the mistakes we make as we are aspiring to be homeowners when it comes to construction? Among the many mistakes that I've seen over the years, people making, I would start talking about planning. That as the major problem. Planning here means being able to foresee how your house is going to cost you, or this is what that I'm likely to spend, or this is what I'm likely to get at the end of the construction. So you find many people just want that house that I saw from the internet. In fact, some people they're just impressed with the outer facade of the house, but that is just the form. You don't know whether it actually fits your needs, suits your need. It might be having a small kitchen, yet you needed a big kitchen. Or it had so many rooms or very few rooms as compared to what you had. So you begin to build because you're just impressed on the outside. Then when you start building, you realize that actually there are things I need to change here and there. Adjustments,
so, yeah, so those adjustments now make your cost to go high. They begin to compromise the integrity of the structure. Unajua Sam, kuna fundi aliniambia, watu unakuja uko na joto ya kujenga nyumba. Yes. You really have energy and you're excited about building a house. Yes. Mahali wanakulia watu pesa ni kwa foundation. Because of that excitement you come with, this is where they take advantage. By the time ugundue hii kitu ni expensive, yes, then they've made their money now kuinua nyumba. Let me shock you further using statistics. Now, we usually estimate, say for example, this kind of a house. Up to this stage, it has gone. You have only gone around 45% of the cost. You might think that you are almost done, but you are only at 45%. So let's say 50%. So you could be thinking that at this stage, I'm at 80%. Yeah. But shock on you, you have only gone 50% of the journey. So the cost that is awaiting you is again almost similar like the one that you have spent. Now, uko within budget ile ulikuwa umepatia client wako? Yeah, we are within the budget. Yes. Oh, for this one, yes. For this one, yes. Ah, okay. Because now we had a BQ done. Okay. Yes. I know a lot of people need top professionals. At times they don't even know where to find them. That's why I bring you guys on my show. Someone needs a structural engineer somewhere. Where can they find you and your services? So to find me, you can contact me via the number 0101 892 340. Okay. 0101 892 340. And our website is smartbuildsolutions.co.ke. Super. Yes. Thank you so much for giving me your time. Thank you. This house is massive. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, no.
Well, there you have it. Sam is telling us that you must plan before you start your construction. Take your time, plan, use the right professionals, then you will thank him later. Let me take a short break. I'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. Now, when it comes to interior spaces, we all need things that give our houses some life. You know, kuna hizi carvings, kuna vases, kuna sculptures tofauti. These things give your house good life. Angalia hata venye zinakaa. Let's talk to Hilda tuambie hizi carvings za soapstone anazifanyaje. Hilda, sasa
mzuri sana. How are you? Fine, thank you.
Wacha nikwambie nimetembea huku. I have looked at each and everything you have and it is so beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Super.
Yes, we appreciate.
All right, tell me, how long have you done this for?
We've been in this business since 2003. The founder is Daniela Pepo, but we are predominantly in Kisii. That's where our head office is, because it's where you find the soapstone in a place called Tabaka. Yes.
What do we have and what do you create out of soapstone?
We create everything. We do both outdoor pieces and indoor pieces. And some of these pieces, they have a meaning. This is Cycle of Life. It's an interior art pieces that you can put in your table, in your office, just anywhere. This is Cycle of Life version 1 and version 2. Version 1 ndio hii. Hii ni Cycle of Life. Unaweza ekelea kwa meza yako kwa nyumba.
Centerpiece hivi.
Yes, centerpiece. You just place it on the table. It looks really, really nice when you put it in your table or even in your office.
Okay.
Yes, it can also be a gift to someone that you appreciate and value. Tuko na flower vase za nyumba, wale watu wanapenda maua, na kama pia uko na mpenzi wako unataka kumnunulia maua, msimnunulie maua peke yake, mnunulie maua na vase. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
I think you have coasters and you have kitchen items as well.
Yes, we do. Tuko pia na za kuweka sukari, tuko na za chumvi. So there's everything for everyone. Kama wewe unapenda jikoni, utapata vitu zako za jikoni. Kama wewe unapenda sitting room, utapata vitu zako za sitting room. Kama wewe unapenda kukaa kwa ofisi, utapata vitu zako za ofisi. Art is unique to everyone. Like this is a flame. Flame means passion. Wale watu mnapendana, it's passion. It can also be passion for work, passion ya mapenzi ya kupendana. So this is a gift you can give to
somebody.
To someone.
All right.
Yes.
And it's like they all have a meaning.
Yes.
Is it important to pick art that says something
about
to you in your house?
Yes. It's important to also pick art that reflects who you are. And we tell, don't buy what you don't love. It must resonate with who you are.
Okay.
So that's what we try and encourage. Like this is a contemporary note, predominantly borrowed from the Chinese, which means resilience.
Okay.
So if there's someone who you want to be resilient, it's a perfect gift for that person. Or even for you, if you want to be resilient in life.
Have something that says that to you.
Resistance, yes. The motivation, we have abstract art. Abstract art is like kama hiyo. Yes, kama hii ni face. So this is quite unique. So you rarely find a lot of abstract art with. It's just quite unique. So you have maybe you are into meditating, you're into yoga. So you'll find a big outdoor piece there for yoga. So art is who you are, and it really signifies a lot about who you and what you look for in life and what are your values. So there's more to art than just what you see. So why soapstone? First, soapstone is only found in 2 countries in Africa, which is Kenya and Zimbabwe. So when you want to give a gift to anyone who doesn't live in Kenya, definitely you have to think of soapstone, because you know they are not going to find it anywhere. So we have a habit of giving free hearts to anyone who walks into our store. And the message is be kind to one another. Love one another, be kind to one another.
Tell me, when it comes to carvings, do you buy these readily done or do you do them here?
We don't buy anything soapstone, we manufacture ourselves. We have a head office in Kisii, and we even right here we carve. So I'll give you a tour and see what they do. Like this is a meditation sculpture. It's a small piece. We have a bigger one somewhere there. We come up with our products, and that's why when you walk into our store, I can assure you, you're not going to find the bulk of these soapstones in any other store, because they're uniquely us. And we've kept on developing this product as the years have kept going.
Okay.
Yeah.
You'll find somebody enjoys having art, but they don't have that eye for art.
Yes.
They have a house, but it's on the house look good.
Yes.
Do you advise someone in terms of the pieces to play with in their homes?
Yes, we do. So what we first want to see is, we want to see your home. You give us even a picture of how your home looks like. We can tell you this you can put in your sitting room, this you can put outside, this you can put in your window. So we're able to guide you in terms of what works where. How
do you maintain this?
This is an already done piece. There's nothing you do to it. Once you sell it, that's it.
Okay.
We can assure you a lifetime. The assurance is 100 years.
Okay.
So there's nothing. It is easy to maintain. Yeah.
Kuvunjika?
Kuvunjika ukiangusha kidogo itavunjika, kwa sababu mawe yenyewe inachongwa na mkono na mawe na kila kitu.
Okay.
Yes, so
but just take care of your stuff anyway.
It's ivunjiki haraka, but ukiangusha na nguvu itavunjika.
Who is buying your things, Hilda? Is it local market? Is it international market? Who's buying your
Everyone. Stuff? We have corporates buying, we have individuals buying. we have a lot of, I think the market has changed in maybe like 5 years. We have a lot of business from the local market in the middle class. Yeah, so there are people who are attracted to big art. Kuna watu wenye wamejenga, wanataka kitu inakaa vizuri kwa nyumba yao. Mwingine atasema my animals is an elephant. Can you make an elephant for me? Can you make something that size? So wanakuja tu wanatupatia description, tunakutengenezea, unaangalia draft, utapendezwa, do you want us to change a little bit of it? Ukisema sawa tubadilishe, tunabadilisha kidogo, and then when you're ready, you like the product, then tunakupatia.
Besides soapstone,
yes.
Because this is carving, do you carve with any other material? Or do you only use purely soapstone? Unaona hapa kuna mwenye magani huyo?
This is wood. Yes, we do.
This is an eagle.
Yes, this is an eagle. Okay. Yes, this is an eagle. This is wood. We carve both wood and soapstone, but 80% of what we do is purely soapstone. Easy art kubwa kubwa, kuna hii, kuna ile, and there's another one there. Kuna zingine zinachukua muda. They take like 4 to 6 months, some take even 8 months, depending on the piece and the amount of work that goes to it.
Okay. So just as I look at a bit of this art for outdoor, the awards that we won, 22 Indonesia, the awards that we've won, tell me about that.
We have, our first award was in 2021. Our art piece was Cycle of Life, version 1, which signifies how the human life works. Okay. You will have your ups and downs, but then it also shows the resilience to things, to life. So that was the first award. Then the second award was version 2 for 2023, and we also have one for 2025. Okay. So we normally compete in it's a sculptures competition that is held in New York. So you submit your art pieces, then you are reviewed, then once it is approved, you're featured in those features. So those are, so it's like we've patented those products. You cannot find them anywhere. They are originally here, and then you will never find them. So you will not find people copying those pieces because we've
patented them.
Yes, yes.
So my bigger question is, what is it about your art then that stands out? Baka mnapata ma awards.
One of the things that we try and do is listen to what the customer wants. And when you try to understand what is the customer looking for, people's needs keep evolving. Yeah. So you really must answer what solution can you provide to the customer when it comes to art. Okay. So then that forms part of the decision when we are doing product development and product innovation. Okay. So we have to evolve with
the needs and the times.
Yes, the needs and the times and the customer preference.
Okay.
Yes.
Super. Watu wangu wanapenda vitu mzuri za kurembesha nyumba zao. If they need a few of your pieces.
Yes.
Wakupata wapi, kwa mtandao ama namba?
Watatupata kwa social media handle Kisak Sculpture Center, mtatupata Instagram, mtatupata TikTok na pia mtatupata Facebook. Kama ni simu utatupata on 0704 322 804. Utatupata kwa mtandao. Alafu pia physically utatupata ukiwa Nairobi, utatupata 100 meters before ufike Giraffe Center, Kisak Sculpture Park. Ukiingia utaona sculptures mingi. Ukipenda kubwa uchague, alafu bei zetu pia ni mzuri. Utapata kitu ya 2,000, ya 10,000, utapata ya 100,000. Kile mfuko yako tu itaongea. Mfuko yako tu itaongea. Okay. But pia apart from price, we offer quality and very, very unique products that you will not find anywhere.
Okay.
Yes.
Super. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Nimeshukuru tena
sana.
Hata
mimi nimeshukuru, karibu sana na mkamulete marafiki zenu. Yeah.
Ushasema?
Aya, asante sana.
All right.
Okay.
Hilda is telling us that art is kwa macho yako. What you call art, what makes you happy, what appeals to your eye is what works for you. Anasema hapa sculptures zake ziko na lifetime 100 years. Sijui wangapi tutaishi hivyo, lakini this one is worth your coin and your money. Sasa, I want to go in and do a bit of shopping. Thank you for staying with me today. I hope you've learned a thing or two. But I want to hear from you, Munambie. What do you want me to feature on this show? Na nitawaletea. The number is 22422 or all my social handles at Naomi Mbuvi and at The London Property Diary. Paka next week. Kwa heri. Twende tuangalie kidogo, sio?
Yes.
Sawa.